Guys, welcome to the channel. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about how to pick a hobby to enjoy yourself so you don't destroy yourself over the years working those 100-hour weeks. You have to decompress or you will die. I promise you that. Now, that being said, you can choose a hobby that helps you or hurts you, and I wanna give you a couple ideas, my opinions today. They're just my opinions. Remember, nothing on this channel is the gospel. You're coming here to hear an opinion from someone that's been before you, that's been successful. So I just want to give a couple point outs that I think are important for entrepreneurs when it comes to their leisure time and picking a hobby, because I've seen some big mistakes over the years with other entrepreneurs, and it's actually ruined their career, ruined their business, and destroyed their family, okay? Now, that being said, there's no way you can pick all these, or very unlikely that all these bullet points, you can choose a hobby that hits all these. But the more you choose of these bullet points with a hobby, the better off I think you'll be. Now, if this is the first time you've ever been here, guys, excuse me, my name is Connor Steinberg. Subscribe, I'd appreciate it, guys. Hit those like buttons, comment below, share the channel around. This is a hobby of mine. Believe it or not, most people think this is a business. Now it kind of is, which I'll explain. But when I started the channel, I did it as a hobby. I never cared if I ever made $1 doing this. And I think that's why a lot of people are failing on social media, because they're coming from a position of selfishness and greed, not servitude and helping others. So now that I got my selfish rant out of there, I guess, trying to promote the channel, let's dig in, right? What I want to talk about is this first one. Really, this is the most important one. Please pick a hobby that does not financially destroy you, guys. When you start out in business, money is limited, capital is limited, time is available, hopefully. Usually you either have time or money, not both. If you have both, you should really go out there and become successful, and you shouldn't make excuses. But if you have a limited amount of money that you accrue up each month and you go blow it on your hobby, how can you ever reinvest it into your business? I see people do this all the time. I know multiple entrepreneurs that were friends of mine that picked very expensive hobbies that destroyed them. You do not want to spend too much money or time into an entrepreneurship or into a hobby that does not help you as an entrepreneur, I must say. So if that makes sense, guys, think about what you're doing right now with your free time. Does it hurt you financially or help you financially? Think about that, because you can actually make money with your hobby, like we do here on Investor Army. We do make a lot of money doing this, even though that was not the intent when I started out. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is longevity. If you're going to start something, invest a part of your life into doing this, why not do it the rest of your life if it's something that you really enjoy doing? Certain things have a timeline to them, so if you're going to invest a lot of money starting a new hobby or investing a lot of time, you want to do something that's not going to disappear in the next 2 to 3 years, if that makes sense. Why not pick something that's been around for a long time and will be around for a long time, that's going to benefit you and allow you to have that enjoyment for the rest of your life? The best hobbies I know that friends or parents generation, or in my parents' generation, have done it across their career, they've done it their whole life. Things like fishing, golfing, hunting, boating, lots of different ideas, guys, but think about it. Why do something that's going to disappear in the very near future? Now, this is an important one, guys. Business evolution. This is kind of how I set up Investor Army. I hope you can think about this and follow along with how I say this. Start a hobby for enjoyment, but have a back-end exit strategy that could potentially turn into a business. So when I started Investor Army, it was definitely a hobby. I was watching people get brutalized by the marketplace, getting ripped off by fake gurus out there. Guys, be careful who you're spending money paying for their coaching and consulting. But I knew that down the road, once I built the position of power, meaning people followed me, I could turn it into monetized leads. I could build businesses around it. So I always had in the back side of my thought process that this could turn into a business. If your current hobby right now is something that cannot be monetized in the future, if you choose to, and you're an entrepreneur, does that make sense, right? You should always be doing something with your time, because time is non-renewable, that can actually turn into money to give you a better lifestyle for yourself and your family. Now, the fourth, +1. What do I mean by +1? Do something that's more than yourself. You are not going to enjoy what you do forever if you're only doing it by yourself. Do something that can help others. Do something that you can enjoy with others. Travel with people, play golf, go boating. Some of these ideas that we just brought up, these are very common hobbies that people choose. The other reason why they do this is for business, right? When you do something like golf, why do so many businessmen play golf? Now, I know some of you are saying it's very, very expensive to do that. That's why I said you cannot have all of these. It's very tough to have all of these, but have as many as you can. But when you go and spend time with someone, like I do with the Financial Friends Network, which if you guys haven't looked at that, go check it out, run by Quincy Long and Walter Wolford. This is a traveling real estate seminar group. Instead of going to a local hotel like a Holiday Inn and doing a seminar, we travel around the world and enjoy ourselves. We're doing what's called a twofer. 2 for 1s, right? You're trading your time for leisure and hobby, but you're also doing it for business and building the relationships. The longer you can spend with the individuals that you're going to potentially do business with, the better the relationship, the more trust, the more free business flows between all of y'all. So I would choose something that's not just yourself, but has multiple people involved in it, as well as those multiple people have some type of back-end business idea or strategy that can be worked out with those individuals over the years, if that makes sense. They could be lenders, they could be partners you can do deals with, but as you spend time and have fun together, when you have fun together, that relationship builds and business is easier to do in the future. Plus, long relationships are the key to having a happy, successful life. Now, number 5, this is the one that I really wanted to focus on, the community benefit. As you guys know my story, I kind of got brutalized when I came into the business. I got ripped off by pretty much every consultant, every partner that I had. I jumped in overambitious and eager, and I wasn't prepared to kind of, get out in the world and find out how tough it was and find out that most people do not live their life ethically. So sometimes when we do, we just assume everybody's like us. And then I found out it's tough out there and a lot of people are getting hurt. And so I said, this is ridiculous. People don't need to go pay $10, $20, $30, $50, $100,000 to get this information. Why not myself donate a few hours of my week, which I spend about 3 hours a week on Investor Army, guys. Some of y'all wonder why I don't make higher quality videos or build a studio out. It's not really my intent. Now, a lot of y'all are pressing me to do so. So this may be a possibility down the road, which we can talk about if you guys want me to do this. I can make higher quality videos. Some of y'all asked if I can do vlogs, if I can create a studio for the podcast. Also, guys, go check out my Instagram. We are now going to push on Instagram because some of y'all have asked me to do this to show my lifestyle. I don't want you believing that all I do is work 100 hours a week. I do enjoy my life. I'm going to start posting photos and pictures of myself as I travel around, so you can kind of see that there is enjoyment by working hard, if that makes sense. All these entrepreneurs that you watch, they do work incredibly hard, but they find ways to enjoy themselves in the mix. So what I want to do with my community benefit was I wanted to help you guys. I wanted to help you guys avoid time, stress, capital up front, but give you the information that you need to change your life. I promise you, the money does not bother me anymore, or is not that big of a factor for me anymore. I enjoy getting those letters from you guys and those text messages from you all the time saying your business was going under until you watched one video of mine, you went out there and closed 3 deals and it changed your career. I get those letters with teardrops on them, guys. This is really what keeps me going. I about shut Investor Army down maybe a year ago. And as I started traveling around, as you guys know, I run one of the fastest growing EXP Realty teams across the country, which is maybe bounced around the country like a ping pong ball. So I've been in the airport a lot. And I actually stopped the podcast, which I'll be ramping up a little bit again. And it was all of you that came up to me in the airport and at Walmart and at restaurants saying, man, I really enjoy your channel. I really didn't realize how many of y'all I was getting out to help, but now I do. So I'm gonna continue to film videos. I'm gonna try to give them from different perspectives to help you guys. I promise you that. But why not choose a hobby that helps people, helps the community, that can also potentially make you money, but you also enjoy doing? It makes me feel good to have you contact me, guys, and say thank you. So do it, right? That's my selfish book. Now, the last thing is time control. This is the big one. These are the first one and the last one, guys, are where I see most people make a mistake. You're picking something that hurts you financially, that's always keeping you with a boat anchor holding you down because you're spending all your money that you could reinvest in your business, but you're also spending way too much time doing this. Now, even though I don't want you to work 100-hour weeks and not do anything for fun, I also don't want you to work 5-hour weeks and only have fun. You have to find an even ground or a middle area of how much time and money you spend on your hobby. So, it's just something to think about. I know this is kind of a random video, but this has been brought up a number of times with different individuals I've talked to behind the scenes. Please do not destroy yourself financially. Pick something that will let you do this for years and years to come so you can enjoy the hobby. It doesn't just disappear on you. Business evolution, so important to understand. From an entrepreneur's mindset, do something that can be monetized down the road. And if it doesn't happen that way, who cares? Because you can still help people and you can also enjoy yourself, if that makes sense. Then last one, time control. And also remember, do something that involves more people that are just like you. Birds of a feather flock together. Guys, I appreciate you giving me a few minutes of your life. I'm grateful for you watching the channel. Subscribe once again. I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day.